Good morning to all of you. It's a pleasure to be back visiting with the people of Holy Trinity again this year. I enjoy this particular day. I love to see all the people who are here. And I thought that last week when your rector was pointing out all of the new children that have become part of our congregation since he's been your rector. And we are growing so that we can see the growth within this particular congregation. One of the things that I have been listening and hearing as of late is the fact that people want to know what St. Nicholas or Santa Claus have to do with Christmas, really. And St. Nicholas, in his early life, he lost his mother and father when he was only 7 years old. And his uncle, who was an abbot of a monastery, took him in. He was raised in the monastery, and after a particular time, at an early age, he was ordained a priest. But all through this period of time, he had one thing in mind, and that was to help people. Help people learn about Christ, help people learn about how they can help other people. And through the centuries, St. Nicholas has always been part of the lexicon of what happens at Christmas time. And the people who came to this country years ago from all parts of the world, especially from the Netherlands, brought St. Nicholas, or as they called him, Sinterklaas. That's how we got involved with Santa Claus in the United States. And I think what I'm trying to say is that the things that we can do to expand giving, creating, for us to be part of the way of life where we are not looking for gifts for ourselves, but we are able to give gifts in one way or another to other people, and not necessarily give gifts, or monetary gifts, but what we can do to go out and help people. If you have a neighbor who is an invalid or not be able to do things, just knock on the door and say, is there anything that I can do to help? I think that's one of the greatest things that we can teach our children, that Christmas is not all about the presents that we get, but we ourselves, what we can give to the people who are around us. And I'd like to, something that would really help you, a book I came across this year called The True St. Nicholas, and it's by William J. Bennett, and you can get it in the library. But it was one of the first times that I have read something that really was very, very helpful to me to learn about St. Nicholas and know that he was just not a person in history, but he's been around for centuries. And this being the second week of Advent, and we are part of a great thing that almost everyone in Christianity, at least in the liturgical churches and many of the regular Protestant churches, all heard the same lessons that we heard this morning. And one of the things is that we can think about is how well are we doing with our daily meditations. If we slip, that's okay. This week we can do things better. And what would John the Baptizer say directly to you, to your family, and to us as a parish? The crowds went to the desert to hear John. These days the crowds are going to the malls to shop. Find a place, if possible, away from home where you can just go sit and ponder the words of John and what they offer to you. So this is the time for expectations, a time for sharing love with those in our families, those in our neighborhoods, those in our parish. And it gives us the chance to just stop, relax, and share all the things that are precious to us, the things that we were not too sure were going to be available to us this time of the year. Thankful for the love that's put forth from the people in this parish that I've seen over the years, where we're able to pray for each other. And that's what Christmas is about, and how I feel it's all about. And last year, when I was here, we put together a little program that said, when you get your gold coins, to try and multiply whatever monetary value you want to put on that gold coin, and then return it next week. And the children were able to have some money to work with for their projects. Well, back on the counter in the narthex, we have a chance to again be part of something in our neighborhood, and that's the food trucks. So again, this year, when you get your gold coin, try and multiply it and put your results into the food truck canister. And we may not think that that's very important, but as we know, over 300 individual people were fed by that. And so that's the thing we have to look forward to. So again, this year, I'm very, very happy to be here. And in the end of our second reading this morning, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that you may abound in hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. God be with you.
Thank you, Bishop Nichols. Thank you.